There you go. Hi guys. Very brief-ish video. I want to talk a little bit about the show, the direction it's going. There will be a real show coming later in the week, but that's kind of what I want to talk to you guys about. The last two episodes have been very snarly, angry, vicious, full of spit and vinegar. Not the typical stuff that I've been doing up to that point. And this week's episode is probably going to be more of the same. I have yet to film it. I'm probably going to film it tomorrow. But that's kind of, like I said, what I want to talk about. Now, the way I do this show is I have a point that I want to make, but I use comedy as a hook. And I try to bring y'all in. And if I start to lose you, I can get some more jokes in there, hook y'all back in. But I actually have a topic that I want to talk about. But because I use comedy, I kind of fall under some comedian rules. And one of them is the fine line. Something I call a fine line. And the best explanation I can give for this is actually George Carlin. I was walking past the TV the other night, and a couple of my roomies, housemates, whatever you want to call them, they're watching like his second HBO special before he died. And when I walked in, he was on stage, in the microphone in his hand, and just ranting, just going off about several topics, and the audience, dead silent. If that's driving you crazy, imagine what it was like for the audience. I got a feeling from them that it wasn't because they were intently listening to him, but they were all kind of sitting back in their chairs going, what did we just pay money to watch? What's going on? Because at that point, Carlin, for all of his brilliance, had passed the line. There's a meter. A better way to put this is there's a meter, and there's a point where you cease to be funny and you're just angry. There's a level of being angry that is, you have enough ability to step back and look at something and still find humor in it, but then when you cross the line, you peg the needle. And I feel like the last couple of episodes have kind of gotten that way. And the other problem is that when you cross that line, now everybody kind of expects that, because then they keep coming back waiting for more anger and more anger and more anger. And on Facebook, actually, somebody very aptly put it the right way. Hatred leads to anger, and anger is not the way of the Jedi. I wouldn't call that trolling, because it's actually the way it goes. So, but the point I'm trying to make here is that the last bunch of videos have been tap dancing on that line. And I know if I keep on going down that path that it is eventually going to flatline. It's going to peg the needle all the way down, and then people are just going to be expecting angry guy with a camera on the internet. And that's not the direction that the show needs to go. So here's where you guys come in. And yeah, this is a long way to go to get here, but if it's going too far, if it's way out there, if it's out of touch, if it's Tiger going senile, if it's not something that feels right, I want you to call me on it. And don't do it on like some forum that I've never heard of. Do it down in the comment section. I'm not going to be angry at you for it. I read all the comments. I actually want to see this stuff. Because right now I'm talking to a camera. There's no person there. I can't judge reaction. I can't see if it's just over the line. I don't know. Because I'm just talking to a camera. You guys are the only real litmus test that I have here. So if it's over the line, the only way I can tell is when you guys say something. So I am inviting you guys to basically call me out on it. If something's not right, say that's not right. If there's something that that just doesn't work with reality, I want to know. I keep on saying I can't do this show without you guys. That's the honest truth, because doing this show, just talking to a camera and all this stuff, that's cool. But you need the audience. You guys are the audience. I need to hear it from you guys. So if it's going way out there, I'm counting on you guys to call me on it. And don't always blindly agree. You learn more from a good argument than you do when everybody's just going to nod their head and say, yes, sir, we agree with you, sir. I'm just saying. So, real show coming up later on in the week. Thank you guys for this indulgence, and I will catch y'all probably Thursday. That seems a good day to do it. So, see you then. And beep goes the camera.